So I was dealing with the remnants of a knee injury for about 8 years, to varying degrees. The physio that I had was, it sort of got me to walk, but it didn't really give me any dynamic range of motion. I was very competitive in sports before, and post-injury it was an impossibility, to the point where I ended up developing a limp. On some days it was more pronounced than others. I would probably say that on a good day my pain level was like a 3 or 4, and on a bad day it was probably like an 8 or a 9. But it was never less than that for years. And finally a colleague who has been coming here said, "You should absolutely try it." It was very interesting, because I think he was deliberately vague, telling me, because I guess he didn't want to have me have any preconceived notions about anything. But I thought it was fascinating, the computer stuff. But the other tests, and again, I don't know how much you want people to know, it blew me away. I was shocked. When I hear chiropractor, I sort of think the crack and the kirk, and then, it isn't that, it wasn't that. And when he had said the idea of light touches, and I was like, well, what does that even mean? So the first sessions, and the first couple, I felt much better after, but I was wondering, again, my skeptical nature, is this just because I got to sort of turn everything off for half an hour? But then I would probably say somewhere between the 3rd and the 5th, I started realizing, hey, my knee doesn't hitch as much. I'm getting better sleep. I didn't wake up today at 3:30. I got to sleep until like 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. And so there were like little things that I started to notice. It wasn't like a switch got flipped. And I guess that was a little over a year ago now. And the changes in my life they can't be understated. I don't have a limp anymore. When I said that to somebody else, they're like, well, things get better. I do, but they didn't. And it was years. It wasn't like, a couple of months that I gave it. It was about 8 years. And things were, if anything, they were getting worse. I was like seriously considering a knee replacement. And that's not even an issue anymore. When I first realized it was actually at the beginning of the bad weather last year, I guess. Maybe it was even earlier. I noticed that I ran for a bus. And it doesn't sound like much, but when my knee was in pain, that wasn't even on the table. Like, it wasn't even like I was consciously avoiding it. I couldn't if I wanted to. And after I got on the bus, I sort of realized, like, hey, I just ran for a bus. I don't have pain every day anymore. I still get the bad day every so often, but it goes away. It doesn't linger as long. My sleep is much better. I haven't had a bad thing that I can figure out about doing this. The worst thing I can say is that I wish I knew about this, 10 years sooner. It's become a part of my routine. From a maintenance level, I don't know why I would risk getting worse, and I still see incremental improvements in other things. And so I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me to stop. I guess when I get to that perfect health sort of thing, I guess maybe I'll scale back a little bit, but I can't imagine not coming at all. And for now, it's worked, so I don't know why I would stop. Thank you.